chance to see France, or do you like to stay in your hotel? What's the vibe like here compared to?
Yeah, I've seen a little bit. Obviously, that's not my focus to be
Yeah.
here on vacation. I'm here to win. So I think we're staying in our bubble. And like yesterday, getting off the bus was a little weird. You know, you're like see normal humans, and so I didn't know really how to act. So I was like, oh, I got to go to my room and close off. And shut down. So it's a bit, odd during this time, but I'm pretty used to it, and I feel like, we just have to stay focused and stay in our bubble, and we're here to do a job and do it really well and win. So that's mainly our focus right now.
And have you been recognized when you've been out?
Yeah, and that's the tough part. You see a bunch of our fans and supporters, which has been incredible. But it's a bit tough to move around freely and just be normal. So obviously, to see my family, they usually come to our hotel and in our space, so it makes it a little easier to hang out with them. But yeah, I haven't really walked around too much. If so, then it's just to go grab a cup of coffee and come right back.
Yeah.
Sometimes sprint back. Yeah.
Do you think the USA are now considered the favourites to go on and win?
Absolutely. 100%. I see that, everyone, including our supporters and media, can see that what we're translating onto the field is really magical, and we're very successful in what we're doing right now, and we're playing really well. And I think that's just what we wanted to showcase. We're so focused on ourselves and each game one at a time, and I think you guys can see that. And it's really enjoyable. We're all having a lot of fun, and that's what it comes down to, is that when you have fun, you play well. And I think you can see that through every single line of our team, and how cohesive we are, and it's just enjoyable, and I can't wait for the next game. Because then we can just showcase again. But we're so focused on how we can break teams down with our strengths, and that's what's most important for us.
Why is that?
Because we have, in every single position, we have multiple players who can get the job done. I think there's no specific starting 11. I think each and every one of us is capable enough to get into the game and be a starter. So I don't know if I could say that from previous teams before. I think you can look at every player, and no one would blink an eye and if they were to start the game. So I think that's in itself pretty incredible to say. I mean, we train together every single day, and it's just like a battle out there. And like I said before, I think we have the first and second best teams in the world, and we make each other so much better every day, and I'm grateful for that. And I really believe that we have such an amazing group of talented, strong, badass women that on the other side of things, outside of football, that it would be so rewarding to win the World Cup with such celebrated women and just independent, driven, determined women to succeed. And that's something that I don't know if I've felt before with this group.
Speaking of
Mm-hmm.
philosophy, this one's sort of a fluid, total football kind of backline.
Yeah.
But it's also the best one ever. You've never gone through a group stage without conceding a goal. What makes this one work so well?
I think the cohesiveness, understanding the relationships between each other. Obviously, you have to understand the relationships with players in front of you and behind you, beside you. But I think within the line, what's different is that no matter who's playing, we're constantly supporting each other, and we're constantly kind of finding little things to help them improve. Whether it's like at halftime, we're like, hey, what did you see? Can you just adjust anything, or just talk through stuff that maybe they didn't see during the play or the first half. So we're very encouraging, we're very supportive, and we want that player to be as successful as possible so that the group wins, and also our subgroup as a defensive line. So it's a win for all of us, not just the five that are out on the field defending in the back. So I think that's what you guys don't see often, that we're constantly supporting, constantly giving feedback, and at halftime we're encouraging each other, kind of coming together and saying, look, this is what I see, how did you feel, like, just make sure, like, check your shoulder on this or that, like, for example. So just little things, and obviously we all need every player in that position to be successful, so we want to support each other in that way every single chance we get.
This group can win. wage discrimination complaint at home, yet get the job done in impeccable world-class
Absolutely.
fashion at the same time.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Bring it on. You know, we're not listening to any of the noise. We're here to win, and we're here to do a job and do it well. And, you know, you work your entire life for this moment, so nothing is going to get in the way of that. We've been through way too much individually as a group over the years through our careers that, you know, nothing will stand in our way of this trophy. You know, you work way too hard to let the little bits and pieces of the noise get to you at this moment, and that's not going to happen.
What have you thought about it in its use in the tournament so far, especially with some of the decisions with the penalties?
Yeah, for me, I think the only thing is the penalty. If you miss the goal completely, I think that should just not be a retake. I mean, you know, if the goalkeeper saves it, then yes. But if it's completely not on frame, then I have a little bit of a trouble understanding that. You know, so I hope that they kind of can adjust it for me. But that's the only thing that I would say.
Do you wish VAR was used for the tournament more in women's football? So
No, I think we're prepared for anything. You know, we were willing to take that on. It has to start at some point. You know, whether it's in the NWSL or league play or whatever, everything's going to be a new experience. So, you know, it is what it is. It's another, you know, obstacle for us. But obviously, we're willing to take it on, and I think we've done a good job handling it so far.
In your opinion, which is the strength of the Spanish team?
Their technical and tactical ability, their decision making on the ball is really incredible. To be able to break out of tight spaces is really fun to watch. And the way that they build their team, they could just keep possession the whole entire game and not blink an eye. So I think that's really enjoyable to watch as a fan. And I think that our physicality and mentality is unmatched. So I think that's kind of what we have as an advantage against them. But it's obviously going to be a great game. I think Spain, I respect them a lot. I think they're a good team. I watched that game. Unfortunately, I wasn't there in January when we played them, but I watched it on TV, and I thought they were really, really good technically and just technically sound and really understood the relationships between their teammates. So it's going to be tough to break down, but we're obviously going to do the job.
How do you think the USA fans have compared to, say, the Dutch fans? You see them packing the streets.
Yeah, it's incredible. I say bring more. It's just more attention for us all together in women's football, and I think that's, you know, what we want. We want more attention. This is a World Cup that's going to obviously turn the page again and hopefully create a whole new chapter. So this has been an incredible experience to see the quality of fans and supporters come out and just be behind us. And we walk out into the stadium and you see red, white, and blue everywhere, and it's just so inspiring. And obviously fans are coming from all over the world just to see us. And, you know, we run into our American fans on the streets when we're out getting coffee, and they're, you know, telling us where they're from just for one game. They're coming out, they're flying all the way to France and watching us play, and that to us is so incredible and touching. So it's been really enjoyable to watch.
Do you have any thoughts on the extent to which FIFA and or the France promoters have promoted and publicized the event? I mean, personally, I'm not seeing a ton of signage and stuff. I think it's so great. Your fans are here, but
Yeah.
do you have a reaction to?
Not really. I mean,
Okay.
it's not really my focus,
Sure.
honestly. Like, my focus is walking out into that stadium, performing well. So that's my focus. I haven't really noticed a lot of that. I'm so, you know, honed in on what our task is.
Understood.